This photograph shows an example of what a lot of developer work environments look like today. His desk holds a workstation, a laptop, and multiple external monitors. If you are fortunate to have multiple monitors, you know what a fantastic productivity boost they provide. Visual Studio is built to work easily with multiple monitors. Here I am in Visual Studio in a normal setup. I have several monitors attached to my studio computer. I'll switch to the Windows Screen Resolution tool so you can see my setup. Visual Studio is currently running on monitor number 1. I'll be dragging tool windows over to monitor number 2 during this demonstration. In Visual Studio, I have this designer form open, and when I select an item here, like the OK button, you can see in the properties window over here, I can see the name of the item I have selected and some of the properties. So if I choose the cancel button, you'll see that some things change in the properties window. Now what I want to do for this demonstration is move the properties window over to my second monitor. To do that, I'll grab the property window and pull it out into the center of the screen. That makes it a free-floating window. And now I can move it to any of my existing monitors. I'll drag it off the right side of the screen onto my second monitor. Now I'll do the same thing with the Solution Explorer. Remember, the Solution Explorer has several other tabs at the bottom. So I'll take this window, make it a free-floating window, and then off to the right. Now here on my second monitor, you can see both those windows. They're free-floating windows. Here's the Solution Explorer, and here's the Properties window. Now I can move these around like you'd expect. I can maximize the window. I can choose to restore down to return it to its original size. I can also use a trick of Windows. I can hold down the Window key on my keyboard and press the left arrow to dock this to the left side of the window. And then I'll do the same thing with the property window. I'll hold down the Window key and tap the right arrow. Now you notice that the property window is empty at the moment. I'm going to move back to my primary screen and click the OK button. You won't be able to see me doing this because I'm on the other screen, but you see that the property window now reflects that I've selected the OK button. Now it's time to move the Solution Explorer window back to my main monitor. I'll grab it and slide it off the left side of my screen. Now I'm back on my main monitor. You can see that it is a free-floating window. To put it back in its original docked position, I can hold down the Control key and double-click on the title bar of the Solution Explorer window. And there it is. Now remember, of course, that my Properties window is still over on my second monitor. You might remember that you can save your Windows layouts here in the Window menu. So what I can do is memorize this current setting. Now whenever I need to recreate this layout, I can go to Window, Apply Windows Layout, and choose the setting. And it'll always remember that that property window was positioned on my second monitor. Now it's time to bring the Properties window back to the main screen. I'm going to move my mouse to my second monitor, and I'm going to use the same technique I did a minute ago, where I'm going to hold down the Control key and double-click on the title bar of the Properties window. And as you see, it shows up on the main screen. If you are fortunate enough to have more than 2 monitors, you'll be happy to learn that everything I showed in this demonstration works with as many computer screens as you can attach to your computer. Send me a picture of Visual Studio running on your 8-screen rig. I'd love to see it.